Hello everyone, welcome back to Auto Trend TV. I'm your Viprajesh again from CAI Mahindra car showroom today. And I'm here with the Mahindra XUV300's W8 variant. Now you may already know that the W8 optional is the top end variant for the XUV300, but this here is the second topmost variant. This here is the W8. It gets almost all the features you would ever need in a compact urban SUV. And I'm just gonna take you through this model here to show you what's all special in it and why it is better than the top end variant in certain aspects. Now first of all, on the exteriors you can see that this is just another XUV300 with its nice aggressive front design. It's got the typical XUV500 inspired whisker cheetah like design. You got the fog lamp with the extended DRLs, which itself is kind of it's really unique in this category. Well, no other car get this kind of DRL. It extends all the way in a total L shape. That is really unique. And you got the XUV500 inspired grille as well. However, this is a much sleeker unit instead of the XUV500's massive grille over there. And you even get this larger air dam lower down. Though I'm not a big fan of this aluminium slats in the middle, but it's kind of accentuating the aggressive stance of the XUV300. It even gets a sort of a faux skid plate underneath. It's really robust bumper. The build quality is fantastic in this car. Every metal, every panel feels so tough and hard. Now coming to the wheels, of course these are not the top end W8 optionals machine cut alloy wheels. These are just normal alloy wheels. However, these alloy wheels size are also 17-inch. You can see the size over there. These are 215 section tires, whereas the lower variants get 16-inch steel rims only. On the sides you can see that in the side profile, the overall design of the car is really nice and catchy. Of course, this car will definitely remind you of the SsangYong Tivoli to a certain extent, because up till the C-pillar, this car is basically a SsangYong Tivoli inspired design, especially on the side profile. Every line, every crease on this car is exactly similar to that. However, the front and the rear has been totally reprofiled. Coming to the rear, you can see that this has got nice Alturas inspired tail lamps. The LED design units are really nice. These are really unique. The car looks good when viewed from the rear. However, from the sides, you can see that the rear trunk portion has been truncated. It's kind of flat, it kind of ends abruptly. I know some people may like it, some may not. Now coming to the rear, this is a really good design for the rear tailgate. You got nice thick beefy bumper. The rear bumper also gets sort of the faux skid plate underneath. And this being the one among the top end variants, this car also gets reverse parking camera with 4 reverse parking sensors. So as you can see, there is the W8 logo over there. This here is the W8 badging, and there is the XUV300's badging. This car gets rear wiper and washer along with defogger, just like on the top end variant. Even the W6 variant gets rear wiper. However, the roof rails are black in color against the silver color of the W8 optional. So that is basically to indicate that you have not bought the top end variant. This is the second topmost variant. However, what I like about the XUV300's design is that it nicely masks its weight. And this car is not that large at all. This is under 4 meters. The SsangYong Tivoli's overall shell has been cut, truncated to fit under the 4-meter mark. And I like this really nice glossy black finish on the A-pillar and the C-pillar. It kind of modernizes the look of this car. The ground clearance is not much. It may have just around 185 mm of ground clearance. It's not much. Not even close to the Tata Nexon or the Ford EcoSport's 200 mm claim. But this is still fine. It works really well. The W8 and W8 optional variants get projector headlamps, which I forgot to show you. And these are really good. However, this is not the top end variant, so it does not get the electronic sunroof, which the W8 optional variant gets. So that's all about the exteriors of the XUV300. So let me just get into the car to show you what's all on offer and what this variant does not have when you compare to the W8 optional. Yes guys, I'm right now inside the Mahindra XUV300's W8 variant. And in first glance this would look exactly similar to that of the W8 optional, except for the fact that when you look at the seats, these are not leather. So the W8 optional variant gets white leather matching with the lower part of the dashboard color. However, this variant does not. And another key features, well, there are a lot of key features missing on this variant, which I'll explain now soon. Apart from that, you can see that the steering wheel remains exactly the same with the exact very nice quality leather wrapping, and it's even got cruise control on this variant. That is really good. And you can even see that this variant gets traction control despite not having 7 airbags, which the top end variant has. This second topmost variant gets electronic stability program, which is really good. And of course you have got the start stop function, which is almost a standard on every Mahindra car. Now yeah, even the center console remains exactly the same. You got the 7-inch infotainment system with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and even a whole lot of functions which any other Mahindra car, well, namely the XUV300 has. That's really good. It includes tire pressure monitoring system and all, so that is really good one. And coming to the AC control, this here is the AC console for the this is the console for the air conditioning. The buttons, of course, I have already talked about this layout. It's kind of really old and dated. You got only LCD display in well, typically like your home calculator or a Nokia 1100, but it works fine. It's got dual zone climate control on this variant, and that makes up for all this. It's really helpful. You can set different temperatures for left side and right side. That is really good. And you can even set one single temperature if you want, if you switch off this dual function, so that's okay. And coming to above that, you got the hazard lamp over here, and these here are the buttons for the instrument cluster. Weirdly, the instrument cluster controls are placed on the center console, and I don't know how good it is to operate. It's fine unless you are not confused. Initially you will definitely get confused, but you can get used to it. You even have the options of changing the mood lighting for the instrument cluster. You can change into 4 different colors for day sitting and night sitting, depending on whatever you want. So that also you can do. And this here is the button for the multiple steering modes. The Mahindra XUV300 does not offer you engine drive modes like on the Tata Nexon. However, this gets multiple steering modes. You can change your steering's responsiveness and lightness by just pressing a button. You got the comfort mode, normal mode, and the sport mode. The comfort mode is the lightest. You can basically twirl the steering wheel using your little finger, and in the normal mode it's kind of in between. It's okay, it gets a little bit heavier, and in the sports mode it's the heaviest, so that you get that bit of much more needed confidence. But okay, it's kind of okay. And yeah, okay. So yeah, coming to the airbags and safety things, of course, this not being the top end variant, this misses out on 7 airbags. On the top end W8 optional, you get total 7 airbags. One for the driver, one for the passenger, and one knee airbag for the driver as well. It will be located over here underneath. And curtain airbags, that will also be available on the top end variant. You can see that where usually the SRS airbag marking will be present. So, and along with that, you will get thorax airbags for the front seats on the top end variant as well, but this variant does not. You get only 2 airbags, one for the driver and one for the passenger, along with ABS, EBD, all wheel disc brakes, and yeah, the benefit of traction control. So that is really helpful. So yeah, apart from that, everything you get in this car is really good. The overall material quality of this car is really good. The dashboard layout and overall design may be, well, a generation old, but this car's interior quality is really good. Everything feels solid. Everything, the top dash, well, no plastics or soft touch or anything. There is no soft touch plastic or anything. However, the material touch, the finish is really nice. The fit and finish is really good, really good. Almost close to the Ford EcoSport, that's what I would say. It is really solid. Even the door feels, that is really solid. That's a really solid sound. I love the way this car feels in terms of quality. Every panel you see, every panel you feel is really good. Even the power window buttons, these buttons are exactly borrowed from the Mahindra Alturas, which is a 36 lakh rupee SUV. These switches are exactly borrowed from them. However, this car gets a different color for them. These are aluminium accented, whereas on the Alturas they will be black. and yeah, everything feels so solid. Even I would say it's better in quality than the XUV500, which is really a shame, man. Yeah, because yeah, okay, the XUV500 is to be replaced by a new generation model soon, but till then, this is the best quality interior in Mahindra's lineup, and it really speaks. It really speaks. So, enough about the overall quality and all. Let's come back to features. Yeah, this car does not get auto dimming IRVM. The top end W8 optional gets auto dimming IRVM, but this being not that top end variant, this gets manual adjustment only. And yeah, you get the sunglass holder, which has really become a norm on every other car. You got vanity mirrors for the the driver as well, with with a separate dedicated automatic light. That is really good attention to detail, and so does the passenger side. So that is really nice. It's really hard to see such attention to detail in this category of cars. And yeah, other thing is that it's really good. The seats are really comfortable. These are black fabric. These are much better to maintain than the white leather ones, and these feel really good. These seats are to be carried over to the next generation Mahindra Thar as well, so you better get used to it. Another good thing is that this car gets height adjustable seat belts for the front seats, just like on the top end variant. So yeah, but the problem with this car is that the design of the dashboard, it definitely looks a little bit old. Something could have been spruced up in terms of design. This Nokia-like display console, this could have been replaced, but yeah, okay, well, that's all forgiven. Yeah, another fault is that this car does not get telescopic adjustment for the steering wheel. Just like on the Tata Nexon, this does not get telescopic adjustment. It is only tilt. But it's okay. You get the steering mounted audio controls on the left side. The steering itself is really good to hold. Even the stalks for the headlamps and wipers have been pulled off right from the Mahindra Alturas. That is really good usage of partnership. And this here is the engine start stop button. The engine start stop button is available only from the W8 variant. The basic variants do get only a key start. So yeah, that's all about the front of the XUV500. Yeah, and another key thing, this car does not get the sunroof. As I already showed you, the W8 optional gets the sunroof, but this variant does not. So people who want the sunroof, people who want to go gaga over sunroof, can go for the W8 optional, because I feel that the sunroof is really a useless feature in India. So let me just get into the back seat to show you what's all special or not there in the back seat. Yes guys, I'm in the back seat of the XUV300 W8 diesel model. Yeah, and yes, this is the diesel model. The XUV300 is also available with a petrol engine. Well, that is a different part overall. So okay, so this here is the look. This here is the view you will get from the back seat of the dashboard. It's really upmarket looking. The quality is really good. However, the design is really old. So yeah, no comments on that. Coming to the rear seat space, you get really adequate amount of legroom and knee room. You get really good foot room. You can basically slide your feet underneath the front seat. That's really good. The space is really good. You get even seat back pockets on the rear seats. That's really good. However, what do you not get is that you do not get rear AC vents. On any variant, the XUV300 does not provide rear AC vents. Apparently, it's only the Tata Nexon which provides rear AC vents in this category, and the Hyundai Venue. So, yeah, Mahindra needs to do some catching up. However, what they do not need in catching up is the overall safety. They have kept in mind that the rear seats will be accommodated by 3 people, and hence they have provided 3 individual headrests. That is really good attention to detail, just like on the top end model, and it's really good, man. That's really good attention to detail. However, what they have missed on this second variant is that you get only a lap belt for the middle passenger. The top and W8 optional variant of the XUV300 gets a 3-point seat belt even for the middle row passenger. That's really good safety attention to detail, but this variant does not get that. You get ISOFIX child seat mounts as standard on this on all variants of the XUV300, which has become kind of a norm now. And this here is the center armrest, which is openable, and you get a sort of 2 cup holders here. These are really shallow and small, but still they work for your small chai cups or something. And yeah, everything feels good. It's comfortable. However, there is certain lack of thigh support. You can see that, well, almost a half of my thigh is hanging, a quarter of my thigh is hanging, well, farther away from the seat. It's not really best in terms of thigh support. The seat itself is kind of flat on the edge. It's not much of a contour there, but it's fine. The side bolstering is fine. You can see that it's got nice side bolstering. However, the front bolstering is not that great. So overall, it's a really comfortable back seat. It's not that bad. It's doable. It's fine for a under 4-meter car. The rear AC vents I don't think are much of a need. However, those have become a kind of must-have features in today's category, given the Tata Nexon and Hyundai Venue provide rear AC vents. And yeah, this variant also gets height adjustable front driver seat, just like on the top end variant. So that also helps in providing you helps you in finding a ideal driving position. So yeah, and talking about storage spaces in the doors, on the front doors you have got 2 cup holders on each door, so that is really good. You got a decent sized glove box. You got that shelf above the glove box as well. That's also really good. And the rear seats, the rear doors cup holders, the bottle holders are also pretty large. You can easily store a 1-liter bottle there and a whole lot of papers or documents, whatever you want to store there. So that's really good. And you get individual rear cabin light. However, it's yellow. It's cheap, and it works. It's fine. However, they could have provided the white LED lights as on the XUV300 and the Marazzo. The grab handles are soft close, which is a really consoling thing. And yeah, okay. So let me just get into the boot and show you what's it like in the boot of the XUV300. I'm right now behind the XUV300 W8, and let me just pop open the boot. So this is the maximum boot space you can get when there are 5 people present in the car. The claimed space is not that great. It's around 257 liters. It is well, almost as spacious as a Maruti Swift or a Tata Tiago in here. It's not the best. I mean, it's okay. It's still okay. I mean, for most of the purposes this is okay, but it's when you need to take those huge suitcases to the airport, that's when you will find the space totally not adequate, and you may need to flip forward the rear seats. And even if you do that, you get this kind of a massive step, and for that Mahindra have provided you a solution. Let me just put these papers away. This is the floor which is adjustable. You can basically adjust the boot floor. You can just, it is not the easiest procedure. However, they have provided you this flexibility instead of providing you the actual boot space needed. So yeah, you can do this to provide a much more flatter loading bay, so that it's easier to throw in luggage inside, slide in luggage inside. So, and yeah, so this here is underneath the boot floor is the spare wheel. Of course, these are, I am really sorry, okay, so these are 17-inch steel wheels. This is really good. They have provided a full size spare wheel. However, this is not an alloy, this is steel, but it's of full size, so you don't need to have a space saver, a sort of 15-inch or 16-inch wheel when you have a punctured wheel. So that is really good attention to detail. And overall, this seems like a really spacious car. It is a really spacious car. It is good in terms of power and equipment. Talking about power, let me just pop open the hood of this Mahindra XUV300. Even another thing I would like to show you is that this lever for popping up the hood, this is also borrowed from the Mahindra Ultras. So over here is the, oh my god, that is a really heavy bonnet. Over here underneath is the turbocharged diesel engine, which is a 1.5 liter M-Hawk derived 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine, producing around 120 horsepower and around 300 Newton meters of torque. This is the most powerful turbo diesel engine in the compact SUV category, and it is a scorcher on the roads. This engine is available with 2 different transmission options, a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed automated manual transmission. The AMT review, you can watch the AMT diesel engine equipped review in the link below. And this is a really good engine. Everything in this car feels solidly built, just like the engine. The engine is really smooth, it's powerful, and it's so damn great in terms of response. However, the economy could have been a little bit better. So yeah, and oh my god, this bonnet is really heavy. Oh, so this car, just like the bonnet, is really well built. It's solid. It is. It's not going to be a surprise if this car scores 5 stars in the global NCAP, just like the Tata Nexon. So then comes the pricing. Well, this car is decently loaded for a compact SUV. It's got almost all the features you will ever need, just like the reverse parking camera, dual zone climate control, fog lamps, all wheel disc brakes, dual airbags, ABS, projector headlamps. Yeah, it's got everything. But the pricing is on the screen for you to decide. Does this car need to be this priced? So is this a good price for this car? Do let me know in the comment section below. According to me, this is a really good urban compact SUV, provided the fact that you do not need a whole lot of boot space. I mean, it's almost around 100 liters lesser in terms of boot space when you compare with the competition. So yeah, so do let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about the Mahindra XUV300? Are you liking it? Would you buy it? And yeah, I think it's a really good car. So meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.